Today we're going to begin decorating our feathers. Remember, we're making one for each color of the color wheel, so we're going to need 6 total. So to begin, you're going to get a 1 piece of paper at a time to start, and you're going to go pick 2 different feathers. We have 4 to choose from. These are the 2 I chose, and you can see you can fit both right on the 1 page. So your first step is to simply trace them. Hold them very still, carefully go around. Take your time to make sure you get it traced really well. Whoops. You can see sometimes that might happen. There's one. And then make sure you can fit your second one on too. We're doing this with pencil first. It's okay if it's not perfect, but there you go. Now I have 2 on there. Your second step is to use your Zentangle packet to help you decorate each feather. Now remember, this Zentangle packet is pretty nice. It's full of lots of different ideas. And the cool thing about it is it shows you step by step of how to make it. So find one you like and begin with the first box. Try your best to copy that and keep adding the changes you see until you finish the pattern. So that would be your next step. Split up a space and then begin filling it in. I want to do something like this for this one here. Now one thing is, you don't want your patterns too small, because we're going to go over this with an oil pastel too. So look at that. That's how I start at the top. Now again, it can be kind of hard to decide what to do when you have a really big open space like this. So it might be helpful to just even split it into smaller pieces right away. So then you have a more manageable spot to fill in with a pattern. So continue working on that. Once you fill in both, then you just simply go get another sheet to trace your feathers again. You can see this one I already filled in with some patterns. It would be really nice to try to make each feather with some different designs on them. Variety is good to have in your artwork. And here's 2 more I made. Now this one I just went over with marker just so you could see it easier, but you only need to use pencil. But like I did say in the beginning, you need 6 of them. So once you get all 6 made, I want you just to very quickly flip them over, add your name on the back, and even put your first initial of your last name. And then come up and show us. We're going to just look to make sure that you have them filled in very well. And then we're going to give you an oil pastel. This will be a white pastel. And with that, you're going to just simply push down kind of hard and carefully trace over all of your pencil. This is going to kind of make a magic trick when we start using the watercolor paints. We're going to learn about something called a wax resist with this project. And in order for that to work, you got to make sure you put this pastel on pretty thick. So you'll want to go slow for this part and push down pretty hard. Sometimes I go back and forth even with my line just to really make sure it gets on there thick. Now if your design's a little too small, you might not be able to go over every line. Just try the best you can. Depending on the color you use with your watercolors, you still may be able to see that pencil line too. So you'll still see most of the design. So take your time, make sure you go over every single line, and then come show us.